Hey guys, I just want to walk you through the process of how I made these resin earrings. They're really easy to make with the right tools, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you make some fun resin earrings of your own.
So the molds I'll be using in this video are Let's Resin earring molds, and these are particularly nice to work with because they have certain features that makes putting wires in really easy. So for this batch, I'll be doing Surprise, Silver, and Grayscale. I did get a nice ombre effect. I did make sure that it was nice and thick so it wouldn't blend too much. It really turned out great. Sometimes you can't really control the viscosity of the resin or what it's gonna do, but in this case it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Yay! I would really recommend that you try and stay inside the mold, which you can tell I did a beautiful job of doing, because cutting the flash off of these pieces is kind of annoying.
Okay, so I waited a little longer to demold these guys because they are thinner. I didn't want to bend them out of shape because this resin isn't completely fully cured after 24 hours. So let's go ahead and start with this side. Very cool. So what I liked about this mold is that there's a tiny little nub right here, so you have a place to start drilling to put your post into. So I thought that was very neat, very cool, clever feature. So now I'm going to show you how to finish these up. First thing you want to do is, I try really hard not to get any overflow, but as you can see, like with this piece, there's some overflow happening, and you can either cut or sand that down, whichever's easiest for you. So the kit I got from Amazon came with a bunch of findings, jump rings, eye pins, and ear hooks. I'm not sure if these are gonna fit through like this small hole, for instance, but we're gonna try. So they don't really fit. You can get through it, but it won't. It doesn't account for like the curve in the pin or in the jump ring. So I'm actually gonna take my little hand drill and make it bigger. So that was a little bit bigger. I don't know if that'll actually be enough. I might have to go up a drill bit size. Oh, and it is perfect. So I'll have to repeat this with all these holes, and that should be enough to get these jump rings through. So you simply just take this other guy and pull it through. There you go. One earring. A million more to go. And what we're going to do later is we're going to glue the post, the earring post, to the other side of this. You're gonna have to kind of decide which side you like better, and then put the post on the opposite side. So for the hoops, it's going to be a little tricky. They have, luckily, put a tiny little pilot hole, and they gave us these eye pins. I'm going to snip them long enough to get your earlobe through there, and then I'm going to take the side that I snipped and put it inside the earring so you don't have that rough edge going through your ear. That would not be fun times. So I'm going to go ahead and try to drill through this side. You want to go a tad bit bigger than the post. Let me see if I have a size for that. That might be too big, but that one too small. So I think we'll have to go with this guy, and even though it's not going to be perfectly snug, I believe that the glue will hold it in. This is tricky. Ooh, it's like scraping. All right, I went in about 1/2 centimeter, I would say, and this comfortably does fit in. So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe measure this so they're all the same size. Let's do 1/2 inch. Go ahead and snip that. If you do have a rough side on one of these, you can just take a file and file down any of those sharp parts. It would not be fun to put through your ear unless you want a DIY piercing. Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of do the same to all of these and get this process rolling.
This is the glue that I use. It's pretty good glue. It's flexible enough to withstand any movement, so it won't snap like maybe super glue would. So I started to design my backing cards on Illustrator, and my initial idea was to have this squid die cut in the middle, and I had a feeling that it wouldn't work, but of course I kept trying until I realized that I had another option that I could do, which would probably work way better. So at this point I knew this wouldn't work. It's just too much of a delicate die cut. So I figured that I would go ahead and use the pen attachment for my Cricut Maker. So I finally ended up with a custom card that fits these types of earrings perfectly. I did end up changing the design a little. I added some holes to the top of the holes that are seen there, just to accommodate for my dangly earrings. Of course, I didn't test that this would fit inside my larger boxes, but you know, that's a project for another day. And I was just satisfied with what I'd done, so, you know, I can modify the design later. I hope you found this video very useful. It was a lot of fun for me. I definitely learned some things. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions on what video I should make next. And don't forget to subscribe. That would help me out so much. Thanks so much for watching, and keep creating.